95 Will Rock Daily Rewind.
You know, the Reddit area, Am I the A-hole, where people share stories and you try to help them.
I've never looked at Reddit.
You've never looked at Reddit?
No, I know I should.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
There's dirty Reddit.
What is that called? That's called Red It. That's called you made your it red.
No, it's called Reddit, like rated R.
Is that real?
Reddit. I don't know.
Oh, I was going to go look for it. I would have spent 45 minutes and gone, I can't find this rated R Reddit. Also, I decided to look for the rated NC-17 and the X Reddit. Those aren't available either. I did stumble upon some pornography, by the way. There's pornography on the internet.
Oh, yeah. What?
Yeah.
For free?
You said, oh, yeah, you've seen it, haven't you? Yeah, I just bumped into it. I don't understand people that pay for it.
No, neither do I. I had this discussion with a friend the other day.
There's more than I can consume in a lifetime, all right? It's all you can eat now.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to put money in and then there's more?
Yeah.
I don't have time to watch all that there is now that I can get for free that's giving my computer all these wonderful viruses. This is why I have to buy a computer every couple of years. Because you don't want to take it to the computer and go, look, my computer's only a couple of years old. Can you scrub the porn off of it?
This is what keeps Best Buy in business.
Yeah. My computer's got some pop-up beds. I don't know where I got them. I think it was some pet site or something. I typed in the word pussy, and I got something I wasn't expecting, and, well, now my computer works really slow. But I don't know where to get pills to make things different down there.
95 Will Rock Daily Rewind.
A woman is reconsidering her unborn baby's name after her mother-in-law prematurely tattooed what she thought was the final choice on her wrist.
Wait, on the mother-in-law's wrist or on the mom?
No, the mother-in-law got a tattoo of her grandson's name.
On her wrist.
On her
own
wrist.
Yes.
And then they're like, no, that's not. Like,
wait until the baby is out and the name, the ink is dry on the certificate.
Right.
Yeah.
Before you get anyone's name.
Right. Well, never. You notice this is my I birthed this radio station. I built it.
Yeah.
I cut the conduit, the concrete, so we could put the conduits in the old studio.
Right.
I mean, I birthed this. Put all the CDs for the.
This is your
formats.
baby.
This is my baby,
and you don't have it tattooed on.
And I don't have it tattooed on me. You know why? In radio, the minute you get tattooed,
yep.
Fired. Yeah.
I don't have any radio tattoos either.
You don't do it. Format change, your ass is out. So wait until the baby is out. Wait until somebody calls it by its name.
So a few things here. One, sometimes the penis falls off.
That happened Sam was Katie. Sam,
yeah.
It, my son, it. It's pronoun now. We call him it. You boy or girl? No, I'm an it. What are you? I'm a puppy. All right. It's not it, him. But he was a she.
Yeah.
And then a different ultrasound came and changed gender. Now imagine if I had gotten Katie tattooed on my forehead or something. And then Sam is born. I'm like, bad news, son. Your name is Katie. I know you're a boy and you're going to get beat up some. It's a boy named Sue, Johnny Cash. But wait until other people are calling the baby by its name and you've seen it before you get any tattoos.
Yeah.
So did the mom say, the new mom say the baby was going to be named that?
Yeah, they were talking about it. But that happened with Caden, my oldest. His name was Logan for the first 6 months I was pregnant.
Logan.
And then I changed it.
To Caden.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because those were hot names of Logan and
Caden. Yeah.
Right.
It was all the Aidens back
Kid's
then.
lucky he didn't get that Aiden. He got the good of the Aidens.
Yeah.
Caden's better than Logan.
Yeah, Caden with a K.
Yeah. Obvious. Is it really?
Yeah.
I've spelled it wrong every time I've ever written it.
It's all right. Everyone does.
It's all right. I'm not writing your kid a lot of correspondence. Dear Logan, does your mom have Logan tattooed on her?
No.
She doesn't love Logan then.
No.
Next time I see Logan, I'm going to tell Logan that. What was Quinn's name? Homicidal girl. I have it tattooed.
It was Giada, and then Ryan told me it sounded like the jihad, so we had to change it.
There's your kid out in the front yard going, "Hey!" You're like, what? I don't know. She looked her name up on the internet.
95 Will Rock Daily Rewind.
With egg prices so high.
Man, the price of eggs.
And the price of stamps.
The other day I tried to mail an egg, and I had to buy an egg and a stamp. It's incredible. It was in an alley from a guy. I got knockoffs. Psst, hey, buddy, you want to buy an egg? I got some double yolkers over here if you really want to get for a Gadiki. Psst, hey, you gonna send that to somebody? I got stamps. Yeah, the forever kind. Yeah.
Betty White.
Some of them are Betty White. You know, there's no Betty White stamps. I've been waiting my whole life for this so I could lick Betty White's backside. No, I know they're self-adhesive, but I still lick them like they're not. Look at me licking Betty White. Oh, Betty, yeah. Who wants their egg fertilized? Yeah.
She's dead.
Well, in this scenario, she's also on a stamp.
Oh, okay.
It's a willing, when I'm doing this fantasy, ma'am, and I don't know why you walked up while I was trying to sell eggs and stamps to this fellow. When in this fantasy world where I'm able to lick Betty White's backside, she's alive.
Yeah.
Where I'm mailing eggs with Betty White's name. I'm looking for is a willing suspension of your disbelief. When you go to a film and Superman flies, you don't say, hey, but he wouldn't wear a tie that looks like that. You would just forget that he flies and forget all the other stuff, too. It's just give me a across-the-board carte blanche, willing suspension of your disbelief.
All right, I'm back. Let's fertilize Betty White.
Yeah, we got Betty White. We got her eggs. We can fertilize and lick her backside. Psst, what do you give me for it? End scene. All right, thank you, miss. I'm going to work with this guy now. I'll sell you your eggs next, okay? These broads.
The New York Times is saying that dyeing potatoes instead of eggs might actually be a trend for Easter this year.
We're done. We're not dyeing potatoes. We are not dyeing potatoes. Just dye less eggs and don't let the kids break them and you definitely use them afterwards. This is not we hide the eggs and they go rancid and we throw them out. We hide the eggs. Kids, quick find them. We're going to put them back in the refrigerator. We're going to make egg salad later.
Whoever hid actual eggs?
We did.
I always hid plastic.
One year, we couldn't find one of them until the smell much later in the year. And then we located it. So the years after that, what did we do? We had to write down where we hid all the eggs. You know how much that sucks the fun out of hiding eggs, having to journal as you're doing it? All right? Right? Oh, man.
I don't hide with purpose, though. I just got to throw them in the air and see where they land.
Well, you didn't have to tell me that. I know. I've seen everything you do. That's your credo for life. Throw whatever it is in the air and see where it lands. We'll do that. Some more of that next on the WIIL Rock Morning Show.
95 WIIL Rock Daily Rewind.
Several times I have had friends, my husband as well, ask, do you have an HR department at your work?
Yeah, I ask you that. I took the sexual harassment training. I think you were the person they wrote it because of. Yet somehow you pass. Anybody can pass it, by the way.
Pass it.
You just have to run it, and then at the end they ask, Bob and Sherry are having a conversation. Should Bob say, I hope you had a nice weekend, Sherry? Or should Bob say, hey, did you get railed this weekend? Pick A or B. I don't know. Sherry hot? It's like B if she's hot. What about C, all of the above? It was a nice weekend getting railed.
And you got railed.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's that bad. And then there's active shooter training.
Oh, boy, yeah.
A man is making gunfire at your place of work, and your friend reports that, this is a real one, reports that she left her purse inside when you were fleeing. Should you, A, continue to flee, or B, return to retrieve her purse? I'm like, what? There's gunfire. Well, get the purse.
Yeah.
She's got important stuff in there. You know, you never know when you'll need one of the myriad of 800 pieces of crap in that bag. Let me run toward the gunfire. Not all heroes wear capes, Tom. So that's, we have the training. We
do have the training, but there's not an actual HR person on site.
Not here.
No.
There's not even persons on site here.
No.
Who would they be in charge of? That would be very depressing. Is the only thing more depressing than being employed is being the one who has to sit there and watch the... They have to pay for an HR person for their lack of persons. And
I think there's whatever the law is, it's like 40 or less people.
Yeah. You don't need But if you have 40 or more, there has to be somebody. It's like a lifeguard at a pool. They blow their whistle. Get your hand off her ass, Bob. You watched the tape. You're not allowed to touch her on the buttocks. What? Yeah, but that's football players. They get to do that. They wear tight pants. I know she's wearing tight pants, Bob. We're having a conversation with her after this, but...
man.
Yeah, no. She's up there and blowing her whistle. Back in the olden days here, that would have made a lot of sense.
Oh, man.
In the olden times. Yeah, we were drinking and smoking and screwing on the copy machine, and now...
Yeah, suck the fun right out of it.
95 Will Rock Daily Rewind.
Yes, we have HR. I believe she's a lovely lady.
In Texas,
she lives in Texas. She is not here, but...
God, her job must be a nightmare. What is her name? Lori?
Lori, just Lori.
Lori. Send her emails like every week, and I don't know her name.
Oh, man, I feel bad for her because she does deal with a lot of my BS.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Not just you, the whole thing.
The job in general.
Be in human resources.
No.
I knew somebody was in human resources, and they couldn't fire people. They had to explain to me a thing called final, and I'm like, what's that? I'm like, that's like their second warning, and then they're fired. They're like, no, that's like their 8th warning, and then we're saying on the 9th warning you'll get fired. I go, then you fire instead of a 9th warning. No, there's a 9th warning.
Mm-hmm. There's always another
final, super secret final. That was the thing. Final.
They believe in 70 chances.
Yeah.
Well, this woman who works in HR is going viral for listing the craziest things she's had to fire people for.
First guy was napping in his car from 10 a.m. till almost 1 every single day. He had been doing this for like 4 months straight, but I ended up firing him by knocking on his door because we were trying to find him and he was AWOL, and he opened the door and he was so shocked and he could not believe that he was getting fired for sleeping 3 hours every single day. An employee had just gotten a verbal warning, so not even a written anything, about stealing company supplies because he was loading cases of toilet paper into his vehicle. He got really upset and went straight into, we had this big glass meeting room where all the execs were meeting, turned around, dropped his pants, and stuck his butt against the window.
Well, he was showing where the toilet paper was going. Yes, I'm taking it, but I'm putting it here because this morning on the radio I heard what my butthole is for.
You can pull the remainder out of the crack of my ass.
How much toilet paper do you need, sir? Or was he selling it? Did he have a little stand? Hey, who wants 1-ply work toilet paper?
Man, I have witnessed coworkers of ours steal toilet, just toilet paper, but like I watched them load bags of stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't want any of the work toilet paper.
I've taken a roll of toilet paper or paper towel.
Emergency toilet paper, yeah.
When I used to be the janitor,
I
would be like,
that's you're giving yourself a tip.
Yeah.
Also, good on you working in a place where you also are the janitor. That's how much we make. It's the
second one I have. Yes, I have.
The first, I didn't do any of those things. Well, I nap here, but I live here, or whatever. I've napped. I've slept overnight.
And it's different.
Sobered up
Yes.
here, and then done the show.
Very, very,
air quotes, sober.
responsible.
Well, I'm not dry. Anyway, she talks about like things they caught people doing. We had a sales guy. These are true. Mm-hmm. We had a sales guy that had another job, like another full-time job. He worked a retail job at a store.
Yeah.
Like he's like a floor person or whatever. And we found out when we happened upon him, name tag and all, at this retail store while he's supposed to be out doing sales. 40 hours a week. He had 2 full-time jobs.
Well, when you're in sales, I mean...
people come to me. Oh, would you like to buy this shirt? Also, can I sell you some advertising? Sure. Look at you enabling. And then the other one was the truck guy. When we signed on the first country station that I built from the grounds, another station I built, 104, 104.7. It was country. It was extreme country. Mm-hmm. And so they launched this radio station. They get these trucks that are like billboards that you drive around. You want to drive it around and have everybody see it.
That's when we used to care about.
When they would promote. Yeah. You've seen ours. Mm-hmm. No, when we launched this station, we had them for like 45 seconds. So this guy's supposed to drive this truck around, this kid. And on these trucks, they had GPS tracking so you could track where you'd been already and where the truck should go. He didn't know that. We just told him, go drive around in this town that town or whatever. So he would go and get the truck and drive it to a truck stop, and the specific one, and park the truck. So we went on the GPS, and that truck went and sat in that parking lot every day for 8 hours. He would have a friend come and get him and just park the truck there.
It? Oh, I thought he was there like because you know what happens at truck stops, right?
Yes, he was there looking for a lot lizard. See, this is the human resource meeting thing. You can't feign performing oral sex like to show me. You can't do that.
I didn't say it.
Leah, you just went like this. Now watch. This is what you did. You went. And that's what you look like when you're performing that. Look at you went like this. Kudos, by the way, on your husband for having you have to have your mouth like that. And that is bigger than the biggest dill pickle I've ever seen. That's larger than a banana. Wow. No wonder you like him. He seems like a child, but if he's packing that. But you really got it. But he's not very long, because you're either that or you have like a bad gag reflex, because that is not enough. Watch me. You got to be more like.
Oh, all the way down.
And that's the time my coworker and I feigned performing oral sex on the radio.
Where's HR again?
I don't know. I don't think Texas. That's why this is okay here.
95 Will Rock Daily Rewind.
I pulled it up on the screen in front of you. Leah has the Sharpie out. She's doing my hashtag for Joel over at Westlake Chiropractic. And I said, and when I made the joke, like you would do like the person who got the no regrets tattoo. And I said, spell it right. And I pulled it up in front of you, and I look at her face and I look at her eyes, and then it sweeps over her. It's right in front of you. I don't even know how we correct this. You're going to have to scribble it out and like write letters under it.
Oh my gosh, I can't stop laughing. I think I could get that off.
It's Sharpie for a reason.
Cairo.
There's no way to fix that. And by the way, your handwriting sucks.
I could put a.
See,
I told you
it's
mid.
Westlake, and then it's Chiropractic. CHIROPRACTIC. I have it on the screen in front of you, and instead of CHIRO, she does CHRI. And that's when I said, you're looking at this, because I can feel her doing the letters, and it didn't feel right to me. And I'm like, did you put an... Maybe you can sneak an I.
That's what I was thinking.
It's gonna be jammed, but then you have to turn this I here into an O.
I got it.
So they have to sneak an I in here and turn this I into an O. If you come out to the 501 Club party tonight.
Oh my gosh. I'm crying. Oh. It's a good thing I'm not a tattoo artist.
You think? She says it's a good thing I'm not a tattoo artist. I put chiropractic right in front of you. Westlake Chiro... CHIROPRACTIC. And I can feel her doing it on my hashtag. And it's Westlake CHRI.
I got that. It didn't feel right in my brain either while I was doing it.
Well, thank you for doing it with the Sharpie while it didn't feel right in your brain.
I should have went in pencil first.
No regrets, Westlake Chiropractic. Oh, my God.
Well, fix it.
Yeah, okay. You can see it now on Snapchat. Thanks, Leah.
95 Will Rock Daily Rewind.